Hello, my fantastic first graders. This is Mrs. Rowley with this week's topic of discussion. It was a beautiful weekend this weekend, and I hope you got outside. I spent all day Saturday outside. I had a campfire or a bonfire with my husband, and that's us in that picture. And we invited our family over, and we had beef stew, and it was just a really nice time. So I hope you got to get to go outside. You got to go outside this weekend because the weather was just so beautiful. So let's talk about last week's topic of discussion. I hope your teacher has given you your ticket back so you can look at it as we go over it together. Last week I asked you for a vocabulary word that meant 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is also called a half hour. Congratulations for those who got it right. 30 minutes is called a half hour. 30 minutes is called a half hour because when you look at the clock, it takes the big hand 1 hour to go all the way around. So a half hour is when the big hand goes only halfway around. If you look at the circle, when the hand goes halfway around, it's half of the circle. So it's called a half of an hour. So good job again. Last week, I asked you to use the hundreds chart to add tens, and I saw a lot of great strategies out there. Some students said that they counted, and they didn't tell me exactly how they counted, but I assumed that they started at 13 and they counted they counted up 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whew! But I'll tell you what, that is going to be a lot of work. When I looked at Elizabeth's paper from Mrs. Newell's class, she counted by tens. I thought that was fantastic. She started on 13 and then made lines for her tens and counted up tens. So 13 and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And she landed on 83. Nice job with that strategy, Elizabeth. Another student I saw didn't start at 13, but started at 70. I thought that was brilliant because they must understand that 13 plus 70 is the same as 70 plus 13. If you start at 70 and you add 13, you'll get the same answer. So they started at 17. 13 is made up of 110, so they counted 10 to 80, and then 3 ones, 1, 2, 3, and they still came up with 83. A different strategy, but the exact same answer. So congratulations. Let's look to see what your ticket should look like this week. This week, your ticket looks like this. Go ahead and take this time to put your name on it. And don't forget to put your name because I'm not able to give you any points if I don't know who the points go to. So make sure that you always put your name on your ticket. I'll wait while you get that taken care of. All right, now that your name's on your ticket, the vocabulary word for this week is if you can name the shape. Now, don't be tricked. There's shadowing in this shape, which means it's probably three-dimensional. What is this shape called? Turn to a neighbor and see if they come up with the same name for the shape that you do. If they don't, talk about why you think it's the shape you think it is. Turn to another neighbor and ask them. When you think you know, go ahead and write your word down in the vocabulary section of your answer ticket. Nice job. All right, my master mathematicians, your job this week is to circle the two bags that if you join them together will make the number 8. So what two bags, if you joined them together, would give you 8? You have a lot to choose from there. You might have to try some different combinations. Don't forget to check in with a friend. See if you guys have chosen the same bags. And then when you're done, remember on that blank piece of paper that's stapled to your answer ticket, I'd like to see your thoughts for how you got that answer. Diana. My daughter Diana's pointing at the answer. Don't watch her though. Hey babe, go do something else
Okay,
instead of giving out answers. All right. Make sure that you show me how you got your answer. You can do that by drawing a picture, or you can write words down, or you can draw a diagram. Either way, circle the 2 bags that make 8. So once you've given your vocabulary word, and once you've checked in with a friend about your vocabulary and your answer to this, and you've shown me your work and how you're thinking, give your ticket to your teacher. She'll give it to me, and I'll get it back to you next week. This has been Mrs. Rowley. Oh, wait, before I sign off, I almost forgot. If you want to know how many points your class has before they are rewarded to go outside, or whatever, it's not necessarily going outside. If you want to know how many points you have to look at the bulletin board that's by the office across from the copier. There'll be paper there that will show you where your grade is, or where your class is, and how close they are to getting to 100 points. All right, so that's where you can go to find how many points your class has gotten. All right, now for real, this is Mrs. Rowley signing off. Bye.